Hello everyone, it's Jesse here. Today I'm going to do my Q&A. I'm going to break it up into two parts, two videos. The one I recorded, my hair was messed up in the front and I didn't even know it until I did a playback on the computer, so I'm going to scrap that one. It was 30 minutes long, so I'm going to break this Q&A down to two videos. Hopefully they're around 15 minutes long, and I'm going to do part 1 and part 2. I'll probably put part 1 out for today, and then I'll probably put part 2 out next week sometime on the same day. Okay, y'all know you heard the scratching sound in my last video. I thought the squirrels were back roosting in the attic again because we had that last year, but it could be something else. Mom has been hearing knocking noises and knocking on the door, and then there being nobody there. And also last night somebody whispered into this ear, not both ears, just one ear. It was just like a one-syllable letter or word, but it was right as I was falling asleep, and it woke me up, and then I was like up for like 30 minutes. I couldn't go back to sleep because it freaked me out so bad. So go figure on that. We may be haunted. Okay, let's get started with the Q&A session part 1. First question's Beatbox Rare 21, and they ask, how come you're so awesome? Well, I did do a little bit of typing on some of these. I answered some of them. The rest of them I'm just going to come up with the answers. But the answer I come up with that one, I keep it real and always tell the truth. That's how come I'm so awesome. I just keep it real with everybody and tell the truth and be kind and treat others like I would want to be treated. What are your future plans for YouTube wise? Well, I would love to make make it up, get several thousand subscribers and just make it bigger on YouTube. I'd love for YouTube to be a career for me. That would be a blessing. I don't think I have enough good content to become to get say 100,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers. I don't put out that kind of content, and I don't lie, so I can't put on fake content for others, and when I do, it's noticeably not real. So that's that. What are my plans with outside of YouTube? Once I get on disability, which I've applied for again, I want to travel, and I'm definitely going to be moving to another state in the next decade at least. Okay, Griffin84, what is your favorite restaurant? Well, my favorite restaurant ever is called the Macaroni Grill. It's in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's the only one I know of. I think it's a chain, but it's only in big cities. I'm hoping it's still open. I ate there many years ago, but it was the best food I've ever eaten at a restaurant, called the Macaroni Grill. His second question is, who is your favorite role model and why? Well, that would be my grandfather, and that's simply because his mindset and his take on life in general. He is a physician. He's helped people his whole life. He helped me when I was a teen, and I respect him and admire him to the greatest. Okay, Katsuni Goddess, I hope I got that right, girl. What's your motivation to just keep going when life is hard? Well, my answer to that is knowing that there are people out there that do care for me, even if close family members don't love me for me. But there are many others out there that do. I'm talking about my YouTube audience, my Facebook friends, my Twitter, my social media friends. That's who I'm talking about. I know that there's people out there that care for me, so that does keep me going. Next question's from Arendelle 777777, bunch of sevens. Favorite food? Biscuits, homemade biscuits, and homemade chocolate gravy. Best ever. My grandmother's she's passed away now, but my grandmother's recipe for homemade biscuits and chocolate gravy is just to die for. It's just amazing. I don't eat it often, and I haven't had it in years, but that is my favorite food. Rumbler asks, what do you use to wash your hair and beard? Well, that's really a good question. I use Aussie shampoo and conditioner. I shampoo both my hair and my beard, and I condition both my hair and my beard. Candy Jai asks, why are you so majestic? Well, I'm not sure how I'm majestic. Maybe I've got a majestical beard, a majestical haircut, or just the way I am. I'm cool, I'm down to earth, I keep it real, and That's all I can say. Maybe that makes me majestic. Sweet. Anonymous person. That's what their name was. Anonymous person. Do you like your dad? Well, that's a really good question. I love my father. I love my father, but we do not have a very close father-son relationship, and that's because of the past. I do forgive him, but he is the cause of many of my afflictions. I had a very, very, very bad childhood, put it that way. So I like him, but I don't have a close bond with him. Next question. Zealot Desert Beach 248. Do you like Destiny the game? I do not game. My last console I had was a regular Nintendo, and that was back in the early 90s when they first came out. And my dad, shortly after my grandmother bought it for me, I think 2 weeks later, he took it and pawned it. And I've never owned a console since. I did own a Game Boy Pocket and played on it for like a year, but then I stopped gaming altogether, and I don't game at all. I play solitaire or something like that, but I don't do gaming at all. I'm not a gamer. I don't have a console or the money to buy one. But however, the game Destiny, I did see a trailer or a teaser for it, and if the teaser is any indication how the game is, then it's probably a really, really fun game and really good graphics, because the teaser or the commercial I saw, it was a really cool commercial for a game. Okay, Matt King says, have you ever traveled outside the U.S.? No, I have not. The closest I've gotten to travel outside the U.S. is South Padre Island in Texas, and that was close to the border of Mexico. Johnny Zargar says, but also can you answer on one of your videos how long it took for your beard to grow? Well, that's a simple question. I started my beard January 1st, 2015. It's now 9/30/2015, so 9 months and 30 days. This is a 1-year experiment I started, and I haven't trimmed it. I've trimmed this thin part, which is hair above my main hairline. I've trimmed it before when it gets to bothering me. But as far as the whole beard itself, I haven't trimmed or shaved it at all. Next, oh, he has another question. Who is your favorite heel in WWE? And a heel is the bad guy. Well, my favorite female heel would be Paige. She just did a recent heel turn, and I love it. And my favorite heel male would probably have to be Bray Wyatt. Probably Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family. That's probably my favorite heel male. Another question, what do you do for a living? Right now, sorry, I've got an itch in my nose. Right now I do not work. I have been disabled since February of 2010 due to a botched surgery, and my mental state has deteriorated in the past 5-6 years to the point to where now I'm physically and mentally unable to work. What was your favorite Terminator movie? Terminator 2. Do you like KFC, Popeyes, or Church's Chicken? Well, I've never eaten at Popeyes and never eaten at Church's Chicken. I've eaten at KFC, but it was years ago, and so I would have to say KFC. Even though I didn't like the taste of their chicken. Too greasy. Kevin Mojica. I think I got that right. Do you have a favorite sport? Well, I consider sport to be sports entertainment. So my favorite sport, even though I'd love to sit down and watch a good college football game, go Razorbacks, or sit and watch a good football game in the NFL. I don't like watching shitty games because it's boring as hell, but I like watching a really good football game. But other than that, my favorite sports entertainment would be professional wrestling. I am a very huge professional wrestling fan, and I have been ever since I was wee little boy. Okay, Alexis Johnson, how long are you growing out your hair? Well, that is a very good question. Thank you very much. I'm growing my hair out to the length to where I can have a wig made for my mother, who has alopecia universalis, which means she has no hair. but although some of her hair has grown back, it's not really like hair like mine. It's really fine, and it's starting to fall out again as well. So I'm growing it out to the point to where I can make her a wig, and then I'm probably going to continue to grow my hair out and not ever cut it. I don't ever want to cut my hair. I am in love with my hair. What is your zodiac sign? I'm a Sagittarius. What state are you from? I'm from Arkansas. In the middle of nowhere, by the way. What other YouTubers do you watch? Well, I watch the really popular ones like Kid Behind a Camera, The Angry Grandpa Show, McJuggernuggets, fairly new subscriber there, Big Brudda, fairly new subscriber there as well. Korn is a new YouTuber. I'm going to watch his videos. Juliet, which is McJuggernuggets' girlfriend, she's a really good singer. I love her. Nikki and John Vlog, Pranksters in Love, The Amber Files, Angie Lupus Life, Cameo Vlogs now, Mume, Jay, the Cannabis Explorer, Kevin Spratt, Kevin Jolien, Dave Nicholson, Freebies, Halls, I can't remember what the rest of it is, her, she's cool, and I've made many new subs. John DeLorenzo, or D-Lo Flow TV, I watch him. And I just watch a whole bunch of YouTubers. You should go to my, I don't know if you can see my YouTubers or who I'm subscribed to, but if you can, go check it out. Amanda Keeping, what do you do for fun in your spare time? Well, I really enjoy like going outside when it feels good out there, playing with the dogs, playing the dice game, playing a card game, going to the lake, going to the river. I'm a river rat. Going, just venturing out, going for a drive by myself, peaceful drive. I live in the middle of nowhere pretty much, and you can drive just a few minutes and you can be out in the middle of nowhere and be down a dirt road and be by yourself if you want to for hours. So that's kind of some stuff I do in my spare time. I also enjoy watching a good movie, enjoy watching a good TV show, and of course I spend lots and lots and lots of time on YouTube. Also from Amanda Keeping, for someone who suffers from social phobia, how do you find the strength to put your business out in public and not be scared to look at your comments? I also suffer from social phobia and am not confident to do the same. Well, I tell you what, my doctor told me as technology has progressed, and it's going to continue to progress, he advised me to take my camera and start doing a diary. What he called a diary. Just record my day or record what happened, just so it's documented, and he just said save it on my computer. He has no idea I have a YouTube channel and that I share these videos with others. So I do vlog for one, just to document my life and everything that happens in it. The second reason I vlog is because I want to also help others that are going through the same thing as me. So I just feel like I literally have, I'm gonna sneeze because there's something in my nose. I don't know if it's one of my hairs from my, anyways, I encourage you to try to join a Facebook group for social phobia or social anxiety, or look up websites with social anxiety that have forums on it where you can post, you can be anonymous, you can post and conversate with people that have it as well. It's very good to conversate with someone who has the same exact affliction as you, because they know exactly what you're going through. I'm not saying that your other friends may not know exactly what you're going through, but if you do try to contact somebody with the same, same exact thing, you're going to get probably better advice or more advice that you would need. So like I said, let me check my time. Okay, I'm good. Like I said, with social phobia, it's really hard for me to get out and go into a public place, like a shopping mall or Walmart or the store. I'm not good at that at all. Talking interacting with people physically there with me, it's very hard for me to do unless I know who you are and I've known you for a long time. Then I can talk to you for days. But yeah, just find your confidence. You can always use your YouTube, turn your camera around, cover the camera lens if you don't want your face to be seen but you want your voice to be heard. You can do that. Block the camera like this with something, or tape a piece of paper over it, and then you can upload your videos to YouTube, and you can have people comment and with if they have the same things, and maybe that will help you. That's just a suggestion from me. I know how hard it is to have a social phobia because I have several phobias, and one is social anxiety and agoraphobia, and it's pretty intense. So I know what you're feeling, and I know everything. It's hard. So I give you props for being brave enough to comment and that you do have that affliction. So I appreciate it. Now I have a whole set of other questions that I will get to in part 2 of the question and answer session, which will be posted next week. That's enough for this session, guys. I appreciate everyone's questions, and I'm hoping that I answered them to the best of my ability and that you're satisfied. Alright, I love you and peace, and you will see me on the next one.